as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones to Golladay there for a Giant first.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Golladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Jones. He'll get this one to Golladay. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Throwing Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Barkley. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Now a throw here to his running back.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissic wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the second most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissic, a wide receiver in college.
On third down, Love. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Here's Gibson on the read option. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 8. Love from the gun. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line. 54 right there. 54 Mike. Hey, tight.
One more time with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On second and goal, Jones. Touchdown! Elijah Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 62 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
It's our time. Check. Lucky.
First down, going to the air with Love. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st down, Love to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Love now. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Albert O there to make the grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Love. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love.
That's complete. Okuegbunam. Touchdown, Washington. Albert Okuegbunam.
His second touchdown of the night.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next is Washington 28, Giants 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
The end result, 21 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Catch made by Slayton.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Khalif Raymond, 57 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking deep downfield.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And Ingram holds it in. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 39 yards there. A big one. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got his big tight end here. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
To throw is Jones. 7 yards to pick up there.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try the left side with Gibson. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here's Gibson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really